Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the workshop. It is fantastic to have you here as ever. Episode 19 of working on a cavalry sabre that we started back in January. It's now almost the end of March, but I think we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. How is progress going on this?
It's going very well. I've got the pattern traced on there. Today I'm going to be carving in that detail, cutting out the excess material and making it look super pretty.
While he's doing that, I'm going to do some work on the handle, hopefully getting that fit up finally to the tang of the actual saber itself. That is actually a sword. It's not just the guard. And once I've got that fit up, maybe a little bit of handle shaping. Thank you guys for joining us. It's a pleasure as always to have you here. Make sure at the end of the video you go get yourself one of these in commemoration of all of the trials and tribulations. This is the cavalry saber shirt. It obviously features one of the original drawings of the cavalry saber. Pretty awesome looking. Check it out, alecsteelshop.com. Thank you guys for joining us. Let's get to work. We are both making good progress. I have the handle fitting on where it needs to be. I've got it traced out. Will, how's this going?
Well, I broke my perfect record of never having broken any jeweler saw blades. I've now broken 6 of them, but they're breaking less and less frequently as I learn how to jewelry saw properly.
Well, that's good.
Mo better.
That's good.
Yeah. This is coming along pretty well.
Fancy game of connect the dots.
Yes, it is a little bit thin in some areas. Good thing they're not critical areas, and I don't think it's any of the places that we were planning on putting gems anyway.
That's good.
So just reduce some of that weight there, and it should make it easier to carve in that detail as well.
Fantastic. So you're going to keep cracking on with that, get those holes pierced out. My next step is I'm going to be roughing out the outside profile of this, hoping to keep it nice and proud of my pencil lines. And once that's roughed out, and then we bring it back down the other way, and then here, and then there, and then here, and then there, and eventually we're going to have a handle. Woo! Woo! Ogly doggly. So you saw I switched from working on the handle to working on the pommel all of a sudden. Now why was that? That was because the pommel needed us to put a little taper on the inside of it, and I needed to put the hole in it. I needed to put the hole in the pommel because, for goodness sake, it wouldn't be much use if it didn't fit on the tang. What I also had to do is I had to file down some of the height of the pommel to get past some of the last little bits of porosity that was there. Now you remember in the episode where I talked about the pommel, I talked about those little bits of porosity. I thought that drilling the holes would get rid of it all. The hole would be in the place of the porosity. It wasn't, so I had to bring down the level. It's looking much, much better now. Meanwhile, Will has been working on the guard. How is this going?
It is going very, very well. I'm having a good time, except for the fact that I broke something like 20 jewelry file blades.
Jewelry saw blades.
Jewelry saw blades. That's the word for it.
Yeah, that's not easy, is it?
But anyway, we got it pierced, and I'm starting to file and refine the shapes and stuff like that. There's a couple areas that I still need to pierce, but for the most part, we're getting there. We're finding that shape down. I'm going to start contouring and everything tomorrow, hopefully. So should be most of the way there pretty dang soon. So that's very exciting.
So while we've been working on the cavalry saber, our intern Kyle has been working on some projects around the workshop. One of the things he's been working on is this awesome bench. You've done a great job, Kyle.
Oh, thank you.
You've done a really good job.
Really good.
This is a butcher block top. This is gonna be kind of my small work and jewelry work bench. I'm gonna make a little cutout in here. He welded this all up from 1.5" square tubing. You've done a 2-year welding course, right?
Yep.
So that's your background, is your kind of...
That's where I learned everything.
In the welding side of metal work. Sadly, it's coming to an end of your month here. You worked on some really cool projects. You helped us frame all this in. There's some more great stuff that he's done. Come check this out. In the grinding room, Kyle has helped us make all sorts of great things like this. This is a tooling arm tree. So our tooling arms sit right in here. Thing looks beautiful, looks fantastic. You've also built stands for more of our belt grinders and our disc sander. And that just really helps make this grinding room that much more useful. And so you've been doing a great job and you've been great help. And what we've also been doing lately is we've also been trying to make the most of this beautiful Montana scenery a little bit. Kyle, you came up from Georgia. This is the first time here in the mountains.
First time seeing snow.
First time seeing snow?
No. Really.
Close enough to it?
Close enough, yeah.
It's beautiful here.
It's amazing.
And so what we've done is we made sure to take the opportunity to take Kyle out, take Will out, and we've gone and done some hikes. We brought our videographer Isaiah out on some hikes, and so here are some clips from some of our hikes over the past couple of weekends. Oh! Oh no! So we're here in Yellowstone doing a little bit of snowshoeing. The snow, it's interesting to walk in. Oh no!
It's pretty deep snow.
Some beautiful views around. There's some deep snow right here. We are all struggling. We found the trail again, and now we're running back to the truck. Hopefully not post-hauling too much on the way down. This has been probably the worst snowpack ever to snowshoe on in this equipment. Huge amounts of fun. It is fantastic to get outside, especially as there's a little bit more light now, as it is springtime. It's warming up a little bit too. Lots of fun, and I'm pleased to be making the most of it. Now back here at the project that we're actually working on, this is the pommel. Here is the handle. This is gonna be about the most difficult thing ever imaginable. I need to somehow get this thing to fit onto this faux ivory. How? I have no idea. But hopefully, with enough time and effort, we're gonna get it to fit quite nicely. Okay, let's see if this will work. This is very difficult. I've roughed down a little tenon on the end, and I'm now roughing it in roughly. I have the pommel in a little box here, and I'm just checking and making sure I'm not making too many huge mistakes. I think this is gonna be okay. I think it's now time for us to leave the grinding room and take to some buzz.
This is out of this world awesome.
Yup. We definitely haven't been running around on the roller chairs pretending that they're horses and stabbing things.
And yelling,
Charge!
oh, we're children. It's terrible. We have, because this is awesome. It's starting to look like a sword. We have the guard roughed in. Will did all of the fantastic piercing and sawing and filing. On that note, there's the aftermath. That's all the broken saw blades.
Hey, we have 2 blades left out of 25.
Lots of saw blades have been broken in the process of working on this. Then what Will has also been working on has been the fit up between the guard and the blade itself. It is a recessed fit. It's looking beautiful. Obviously plenty more work to go. Files, lots of filing. And then on my end, with the fit up of the pommel, plenty more work to go with that, as well as the shaping of the handle. Thank you guys for following along with this. It's been a tiring couple of days of very difficult, monotonous work here, but we are thrilled to have brought you along. Thank you so much. Make sure you go stop off at alecsteelshop.com, grab yourself some of our great merchandise, like this Freedom Height shirt, and like the Cavalry Saber shirt, in honor of this Cavalry Saber that is taking us the entire Civil War to finish.
If you want to know what that Cavalry Saber shirt looks like, you just imagine that this sweatshirt's black, and then imagine that this is lines, and it's just right there. It's pretty sweet.
That's the Cavalry Saber shirt.
It's pretty sweet.
So be sure to check it out, alecsteelshop.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. Pleasure as always. See you on the next episode. Bye-bye.